Before we get started, a big thank you to all of my supporters over on Patreon and on Twitch, with the Patreon people coming up on screen now. A big thank you to my legendary supporters, Mike, Kira, and Obi-Wan Kanzi. Thank you guys. I really very much appreciate it. If you would like to help support me and the channel, then you can head over to twitch.tv/mandatoryquest and drop a sub over there. Or you can go over to patreon.com/mandatoryquest and become a Patreon member for some early access to some videos and some behind the scenes stuff. Alright then, so today we will be doing the Trapper solo scenario. So a magnificent trap is what it's called. The solo scenarios was something that you could get as a optional extra as part of the Kickstarter, but I believe you can also just buy them directly from Cephalofair, maybe even from local game stores now. I noticed that actually on the day that I am posting, or this stream, the day of recording, I believe that Cephalofair are now selling Frosthaven direct through their website, and supposedly you should be able to get it at some local game stores. I can only assume that means that everybody has now received their Kickstarter copies, but however, if you do go on the Cephalofair website for $250 dues, you can buy Frosthaven, as well as the solo scenarios and all of the other stuff that was available as optional extras. So solo scenarios, what they do is level 5, you unlock it for your character, and then you can go off and do that, and then you get a special reward, an item that is specially designed for your character as a reward for completing that. And it's usually quite a challenging scenario that will really test your ability to play the character well, and also will, you know, really emphasize the mechanics of that character. So it will play to your strengths and get you to do things that will, which will basically play to the strengths of your character and use your mechanics the best. In terms of Frosthaven and the way that this is designed into the game, it is not considered to be a scenario that you do like a regular scenario. It doesn't count towards the kind of regular scenario count, if you like, in what you do. So by doing a solo scenario, you do not advance the calendar by completing it, failing it, whatever, but by going back to Frosthaven, they do not advance the calendar. However, how I am house ruling it for my game, which I think is not a bad thing, and I think other people could house rule it too, depends really on how you your game group is playing the game, is that I will do it so that basically I'm treating this week of time in Frosthaven that my Trapper is going to go off and do their scenario, and my Deep Wraith is going to go off and do their scenario, and then, you know, that's going to count as a week. They've both gone off, they've split up for that week to go and do their respective scenarios, and then once we've done both, we will come back and we will resolve the calendar like it's a regular coming back. But technically, by the rules, that is not how you're supposed to do it. They're not really supposed to count towards that. But that's probably because if you're playing like multiplayer, you may not be able to do it in this way. If you're playing like 4-player, you know, you might just give somebody, you know, the book and the game or something and their character and say, hey, this week you can, you know, between our sessions, maybe you can take your turn to complete your solo or something like that. But because of the way that I'm playing as a solo player here on stream, I can do it this way. It also just helps me make sure that I'm still making some nice progress towards my retirements and things like that, the campaign, the events, all of that stuff as well, without kind of giving that stuff up just so that I can play this scenario as well. So that's another consideration for me. It's like a time consideration as well. Cool. So we do have audio for this, so we can go over to Fortella. There are no monsters on the board at the moment, but I'll tell you now that the monsters that I had to get out of the box are Algox Guards, Ice Speakers, or sorry, Snow Speakers, Algox Snow Speakers, and Wind Demons. So pretty nasty bunch of enemies. Wind Demons having flying. I think even the Snow Speakers maybe have flying. So we might end up having to play that, is it an X card that takes away flying? I think it might be. So let's go to Fortella and let's listen to the intro. Is it gonna work? Come on. Oh, no. Good start. I even loaded it up today. It's the first time I've done that. Usually I have to go and find it, but I actually loaded it up.
Having rigged a series of traps around the forest, you now doze in the branches of a tree, awaiting the twilight hours for elusive quarry like Arctic kits and frost demons. But your nap is interrupted prematurely as you feel the rope beside your tail grow taut. The protesting squeaks below sound neither fox nor demon-like. Looking down, you spot a tangle of spindly limbs and are mortified to discover your net has captured a fellow vermling. You recognize her as the elder of a nearby village you visited and released the net.
We've been looking for you.
She huffs.
Just after you left, we were attacked by Algok's marauders. They've ransacked us, and we're worried they'll return for more.
Since the vermlings cannot defeat the Olgoks through brute force, they hope your traps can even the odds. You're flattered and a little embarrassed, but you're never one to shy away from a challenge. After following the vermling back to her village, you map out the perimeter and begin designing an elaborate trap network.
Cool. All right. So, we have special rules and scenario goals. So the scenario goal for this one is the scenario is complete when all enemies in it are dead. At the end of that round, read the conclusion. Special rules. At the start of the scenario, place one damage trap each in any 4 empty hexes on the map. Okay, so we get to start with 4 traps down. All Algok Snow Speakers have -1 range on all their ranged abilities. At the start of each listed round, spawn the following monsters at the listed locations. So rounds 3 and 7 is a normal Algok's Guard at C. 4, 6, and 8 is 1 normal Wind Demon at A. So that's 3 Wind Demons there. 5 is 1 normal Algok's Guard, 1 normal Algok Snow Speaker. And round 9 is 1 normal Algok's Snow Speaker. Okay, so just a bunch of spawns. No spawns for the first 2 rounds though. Interesting. So I need to check, right? These guys have flying. Am I right in thinking that? These guys have flying? That'd be so rude if they have flying. Okay, they don't have flying. But the Wind Demons definitely do. So maybe we need to have a look at our cards then. It's a pretty simple brief. I don't think we get to do a challenge, right? But I think we can do a battle goal. Am I right in thinking that? Doesn't say, but I can't remember. Did we use? I don't think we had challenges available last time, did we? Would we do a challenge? Did the camera freeze, or is it just you? Which camera? Which one? From the FAQ, you can pursue masteries and battle cards, but so-sos are probably enough of a challenge without them. Probably. That's not a good answer. Come on, Isaac. I don't want to probably. I want to, this is the rule. Who wants a probably in an FAQ? I don't want a probably. I don't come to an FAQ for a probable. I come to an FAQ for a no, you're not allowed to do it, or yes, you are allowed to do it. You can advise and say, my advice is not to do it, but come on, that's a half answer. Well, I'm not going to do it then. We just won't draw it. We'll do a battle goal though, potentially. Okay, let's do battle goals then, shall we? Actually, I need to give this a shuffle. You did a battle goal in yours? Nice. I imagine that there's actually some very easily doable battle goals as well, actually. Depending on what you get, but I imagine there's some very easily doable ones. Okay. Assassin. Kill an enemy before it takes its first turn. Quite be possible. Layabout. Gain 7 or fewer experience before any bonus scenario experience. Possibly. Kill an enemy while 3 or more elements are strong or waning. Also possible. Kill an enemy before it takes its first turn. I guess I could super aggressively go after, like, an Algox guard, couldn't I? I could, like, put a really high damage trap here. And just, like, move to here, wait for it to spawn. Right? Just, like, make it ridiculously good. Layabout just seems free. It is kind of free, but I am going to gain quite a lot of experience points because I'm going to go... Well, actually, I don't know. Because I'm going to put down a bunch of traps, though. I've got to have a look at my cards. Oh, it's fewer. You thought it was yellow. Yeah, no, it's not above. It's... Seven's a pretty average amount on a normal scenario to earn with the Trapper, though. This is 9 rounds of spawns. So, I mean, how long do we think this scenario is going to go? Maybe double that? Maybe up to about 18 rounds? And we will probably gain XP on... Wow, probably one XP per 2 turns. So it's going to be tight. We'd probably end up getting something like 9 by the end of the scenario. I think we need spring loaded, right? There's anything we can do. We're gonna need to take spring loaded as well. Let's take assassin because we have an opportunity to do that. Like wind demons have like high shield but not much else. So maybe there's a good way that we can just kill a wind demon at some point too. I like this one. I think it's good. Plenty of opportunities to maybe do it. So in terms of cards, I think spring loaded is pretty important to deal with the wind demons. Obviously, invisibility is just going to be broken in this scenario because it's just us, right? So, like, this is our long rests. Like, we play this before we long rest, most likely. Gives us just a free long rest at some point. Do I not bother with Boar Catcher? Because basically I can kind of make 2-3 damage traps anyway. But here's move forward with jump. What does a immobilized trap do for me here? Well, it works really well with guards. But I think the snow speakers don't really move that much, but have like kind of crazy range. Wind demons kind of just zip around the place as well. So I guess immobilized would be quite good against them as well. Got wild growth seeds as well. This is actually nuts. We could just wild growth seeds the middle here. It's like so strong. That immediately forces everything round. And then you also just put like trap here. Then suddenly they've got to go. They can only go this way. And then we just live in here. This is our life. Remember, logs are difficult. Oh yeah, logs are difficult. Sorry, not... That's true. Not quite as easy as that. Is Dismantle even good? I don't even know if Dismantle... I even like Dismantle. I think I might not play Dismantle. I thought it's like... It's often been like a key part of the kit though, but I don't know if it is here. It will allow me to create one mega trap to just kill something, which would be quite funny. I got too many cards, chat. Too many cards. I don't want to bring in Spring Loaded. What the heck? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 cards right now. 11 cards that I want to take. Jeez. I guess I get rid of... I get rid of Dismantle, maybe. No, because Dismantle works so well with that. Honey Pot? But it's my only heal. And my only other early initiative. Which is going to be kind of relevant against Wind Demons. Alright, maybe I get rid of Flurry of Nails, because honestly, am I going to ever push anything this scenario? Probably not. But then I've got 1, 2, 3... That could work. Yeah, okay. No push. This is going to be funny, chat. If we lose, we've got plenty of time, though, maybe to try it again. You treat logs like a pirate plank. Let them walk to their death. Hopefully. Okay, so I guess we just go for it, right? So... Okay, so what was the scenario condition? We get to start with... I get 4 traps on the board, each worth 1 damage, right? I like this because you can definitely feel like this is going to be a puzzly one, you know? something like that. Where's the first enemy spawn? On C. Yeah, so blocking the bottom here is probably good. Okay, so these are all worth 1 damage. What I'll do is that if I don't put a dice, or a die, sorry, if I don't put a die on a trap, we're assuming it's a 1 damage trap, okay? Unless it's like one of these where it's the heal traps. So nothing on it, it's 1. And I'll only put dice on things if they go above 1. Because otherwise I feel like it's going to be crazy. Ooh, snipe the bot. Sniped. Cool, okay. Right, well, I think I've got my first turn. Bit of dismantled, improvised improvement action, huh? Spicy. Alright, it's just me, folks. Alright. So what I'll do is we will go for either scenario traps, 1 damage, or damage traps. They're just damage traps, a single damage trap. So what I'll do is I'll do improvised improvement. So I will replace this with a 5 damage wound trap. Gain an XP. Hey, Pelican. Start playing us. Well, yeah, this is our first turn, basically. So I guess it's an XP. Seems like this is going to be a fun one to try and figure out. Then we'll do dismantle. We'll destroy 1 adjacent trap. Move 3. And add the effects of the destroyed trap to an adjacent trap. So this now becomes a 6 damage wound trap. Now, do I want to get dismantle back to try and like get the turn 1, like throw the giant wound trap at the Algok's guard? Probably not. I think the Wind Demon on turn 4 is more important, so I'll probably just leave that as it is for now. Okay, so on this turn we'll just get some good old-fashioned stuff down, I think. The traps you placed at the start, trap damage or 1 damage? 1 damage, I believe. I mean, unless I'm wrong. It just says place 1 damage trap. Place 1 damage trap each in any 4 hexes on the map. It's worded very oddly. Why doesn't it just say place 4 traps in empty hexes anywhere on the map? Yeah, it's really badly worded. At the start of the scenario, place 1 damage trap in any 4 empty hexes on the map. I don't know. Yeah, yeah, otherwise, yeah, you're right. Otherwise, it'll be like way more damage, obviously. It would be... I mean, in theory, there'd be, what, 5 damage each? That seems quite strong to start with 5... A 5 damage trap, like 4 5 damage traps already on the board. Is that not a little bit like crazy? That feels like, are we just playing the game on easy mode, you know? I don't know, like... To me, it sounds too... It seems like too easy if you had that many damage traps on the board. 4 5 damage traps on the first turn. I mean, that's insane. That just sounds insane to me. So what I'll do is I'll move 3 here. Honestly, I just want to move to here. And we'll increase... Where's he spawning? At B, right? The Wind Demon? No, Wind Demon spawns at A. So maybe I'll just go here. Actually, I think I need to go here. But then I guess I'm going to be... yeah, okay. I'll just wait until the next turn, I guess. I go here for now. Increase the damage value of the net... Oh, no, because then I want to play the bottom, don't I? To kill it straight away. Yeah. I guess I could place the 2 traps there. Then it will have to walk around this way, right? Because then it will go through the fewest negative hexes, which is this way. Yeah, no, so I can still do it. Oh, no, actually, it's still going to try and walk up through here. Yeah, so if I put 2 traps there, we're good, I think. Yeah. So 1, 2, 3. And then we place a... What is it? 5 damage trap. Sorry, 6 damage trap and a 3 damage trap. Not quite sure which way I'll do this though. The scenario key also says that there's scenario level traps. It kind of does, actually, yeah. It kind of does. So it lists the damage traps off as actual traps. It's a good argument. They are... Well, in that case, then, this is kind of bonkers, isn't it? I think, but... Okay, so... So that's now a 10 damage trap rather than a 6. Just a casual 10 damage wound trap. Don't mind me. And so I guess what I should do is I should just put these down as the scenario ones then, right? It makes it a bit easier to tell. So they're the 5s. Then I don't have to put like ridiculous amount of stuff on everything. I guess the difference now is that technically he's going to probably move through that trap on the next turn, maybe. That's fine. It doesn't make too much of a difference, I don't think. I can force him through a trap a little bit here. Okay, I think I need to use my stamina potion to get dismantled back here. I probably can do it next turn, actually, but no harm in doing it now. Good. Playtesters say this is the hardest solo, so the chunky traps are a good thing. It's interesting to say it's the hardest solo. I mean, I'll be interested to see how the difficulty ramps up, because I guess some of the enemies are really annoying, sure. Hang on. Wasn't something supposed to happen then? It's round 3. Why didn't it come up? What? Huh? Yes? That's so weird. Maybe they haven't got around to programming this one yet or something. They're always regular, right? Yeah, there's no elites. Okay. Who knows what's going to spawn? You would never feel comfortable. That has to be a catch. Yeah. How much health does he have? 12. I can pull him, right? Like that and that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1. Yeah, easy. Easy, I think. And in fact, I might just do my battle gold here. Straight away. Alright. Lure of the snare, everybody. GGEs. Yeah, this looks like, I don't know. Like, so far, this seems like we've got things under control. We can kill things quickly. I think, like, the thing is that in the later rounds, it looks like round 5 is the scary round. We get 2 things. And then 6, we get another Wind Demon. Like, the thing is that we'll get, like, a bit of a... We'll get a bit of a problem here where... I'll like use these traps now, and then I'll be like, right, there's no more traps to use, right? So there'll be like a bit of an awkward moment. What I probably should have done with these traps actually is probably put them more central. To just use them. But I feel like this is a nice place to retreat to if I need to, so. Anyway, okay, let's attack for 3 here. So that's 4. 10, 11, 12, 13. Dead. Battle goal done. Nice, I guess.
No, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage. Cool. And then I was just gonna like move. I guess I'll get the loot. Seems good.
Wow.
Looty, looty, loot. Oh, there's no loot deck, right? But I get coins? Is it always, is it just a one coin deck? Or is there potential, that's a bit weird. Is there 2 coins in the deck or is it always just 1 coin? Because it's like loot is just 15 coins. Can it be more than that? So it's just 15 single coins, is that right? So it doesn't matter as long as I just pick up the coin. $15 coin cards. So they could be 2 in there. So why didn't they provide a loot deck on the app? Maybe again they just haven't got around to it. I don't know. So there should be a loot deck here. What I'll do is I'll keep running track here of how many cards I've done. And then maybe at the end of the scenario, I can't be bothered to do it right now, but maybe at the end of the scenario, I will just draw that many cards and we'll just get the deck out itself. Cool. Well, good night, Mr. Algox Guard. Thanks for playing. Right, so next round then. So that is spawn 2. Wind Demon number 3. What was that, B? A. A. Okay. We'll go for the spring-loaded dismantle play, although I don't feel like it really needs it, but it's more of just a go on 15 here. Okay, great. So we'll use dismantle to destroy this to do a 10 damage attack against this guy. I guess missing would kind of suck here. Do I get advantage just to avoid the miss? Or do I just risk it for a biscuit? I mean, I guess I'm going to probably... What's the next round? I've only got 2 cards left in my hand, and one of them... And I'm going to be go invisible, basically. Which then means I'm going to have a bunch of enemies come onto the board. So I am going to be able to long rest. So I'm going to Spyglass. Because I am going to be able to long rest. Let's just not miss. Okay. Get rid of 2 bad cards. Bam! Thanks for playing. Hardest solo scenario, everyone. I mean, I'm sure it gets harder in a minute. Like, we've already used up all of our trap resources now, so, you know, it's going to get harder now. So we don't need to use the back of spring loaded. So what I'll probably do is I'll move to here. Lutukan on A means they can't spawn anymore there. Yeah, those old rules. Just fill this with traps, right? It's all fine. Can't spawn. Well, they can spawn, they can't summon. That was the thing, right? sure, and I think I'll probably just use wild growth seeds here to place an obstacle. I want a boulder or something. Actually, I can use these little ice spikes. Put an obstacle there. Okay. Swimmingly. So, what do we have now? On this round, this is round 4, right? Or is this round 5? This is round 5. This is where we get 2 things spawn. Spawn 3. No? What's spawn 3? I might just do it manually. It's round 5, so we should have a normal Algox guard and an Algox snow speaker as well. Interesting that it's always the same, the monsters are always on the same spot. Numero 3. B. Alright, Snow Speaker's a little bit scary, but he does have -1 range. So that's nice. So this round we're basically just kind of trying to get to a long rest, I think. That's about it. Okay, I'm gonna get hit here, but I think that's fine. So he's got range 4. So he's gonna stay there and just hit me for 3 and create air. He does get disadvantage. Okay, so it is 2. Sure, so we'll play Furry Facade. I think I kind of want to stay here for now. Then we go invisible. And then I'm kind of tempted to put unavoidable outcome out, but maybe that's a bit dumb. Oh, I guess what I could do is I could use this as a move too and kind of go invisible here on the tree. Yeah, that might be a good idea. Because then on my long rest, I can put a 1 damage trap here. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. So we'll go there and we'll go invisible. Okay, it's going to strengthen, but that's fine. Long rest. So this is now 6, actually, so I think I have to spawn something more, right? I really should stop closing this book. I should just leave it open. So there's another normal wind demon. So this is where it starts to get a bit scary, right? I guess. Because we're going to have some issues with these guys. Stay strengthened. Damn you, Algox Guard, and your strengthen. Okay, so long rest happens, so we get to place a 1 damage trap. Okay, if I don't put a dice on it, it's 1 damage. That's how we'll do it, or die on it. We're gonna heal ourselves up for 2. To reset this, get to reset this. I'll choose what to get rid of. Hey, Get to Grips. Didn't expect to stream tonight. Yeah, I don't usually stream on Thursdays, but because I missed a couple of streams earlier in the week, I wanted to kind of catch up for some lost time. Nope, nope. Hey, feed me. Right, what card do we get rid of here? Hey, we're going to need a lot of traps. I guess improvised improvement is... Well, actually, right now, improvised improvement's not bad, huh? I guess realistically what I would like to do, though... Actually, could I have moved more? No, because of that bottom action. I don't want to do that. I guess what would be a good play would be to try and maybe come down to this part of the map, maybe. This guy's going to kind of walk up this way, which is fine. Make that a 5 damage trap. Is spring loaded even that good? I mean, 15 initiative's pretty good. And it will get us out of... How many more Wind Demons do I have? Do I have one more? Yeah, I have one more after this. So I have 2 more Wind Demons to deal with. So I guess maybe I should keep them for a little bit longer. I guess Boar Catcher is not great. Actually, Spring Loaded's probably the weakest of all of the cards, and I'm literally only keeping it for one reason, really, which is the whole, hey, I can... It's 15 initiative. Ooh, tough. But am I actually ever going to use it as what it's intended, or is it going to be a move 2? And then I've got a 20, and that's it. Yeah, no, I need to keep it. I need to keep it. Which means then that it's probably got to be improvised improvement, probably. Sorry, buddy. Feels bad because I didn't even really get to use the wound. But I guess pure damage is going to get through in this situation. The snow speakers are a little bit scary. They got a range retaliate 5, so you kind of just want to kill them in one blow, don't you, really? Alright, that's good. So what round are we in now? We are in round 7, so we need to spawn another Algox Guard. Yeah, this is where it starts getting a bit spicy. What's the objective here? Kill all enemies. And they basically spawn enemies every round up to round 9. So we're currently in round 7. So we'll have 2 more enemies coming onto the board. We have 1 more Wind Demon and 1 more Snow Speaker coming onto the board. I think the time might be to jump back here a little bit, chat. Let's maybe buy ourselves a little bit of space. I need to get some traps down, but I also have a really good opportunity to just maybe like dismantle and throw this trap. Because 5 damage is pretty good. I could make my own 10 damage trap again over here. Yeah, I think the plan here is to ignore the guards and do something about these demons, but I can't do much about them. Okay, I think we just get traps down. It's fine. All enemies within range 3 suffer 2 damage. Ooh, that would be me. Oh, and push me away. Oh. Okay, well, that happens for sure. Can I go? I can go on 21, though. Ooh, I'm going to take some hits here, huh? But maybe that's fine, because then I can choose my major healing potion. I think I'm okay with this. It was a bit of a yikes to be so close, wasn't it, really? This is when things start getting hard. Range 3. Oh, hang on. They have... No, they have range -2, right? -1, actually. Yeah, they have range -1. So actually that didn't do anything to me, right? He misses. Good catch, guys. I was like, yeah, hang on. Isn't there a debuff to them? On all their ranged abilities. Nice. Okay, well, that's good. So actually, nothing happens. And also that means they don't get to generate this because they didn't get to perform any part of the ability. Also quite good. But that means the Wind Demon's going to move like 1, though. And that's it. And it will pull me a little bit closer to it. I don't think that matters too much here. So disadvantaged attack 3 from the Wind Demon. -1, so 2 damage. That will make air. This may persuade you to give the Trapper a go. 9 card, dull squishmallow. I really like the Trapper. And this scenario is like a good example of how you're going to get a lot of like interesting wrinkles, right? And how like, if I actually feel like the Trapper is maybe more fun at lower player counts as well, in a weird way, because the tiles don't change. It's like the one constant in all of everything you play. You don't get more obstacles. I mean, sometimes you get more like things to, like objectives, right? So occasionally there's a few things that might change between player count, but in general, you know, position of obstacles doesn't change. You know, number of obstacles, the hex tiles don't change. So if you're playing with less players, yeah, there are less monsters on the board, but that gives you a lot more space as like someone like the Trapper to freely place your traps around and have a bit of fun with it. Whereas I imagine if you're playing 4-player and you're playing the Trapper, there's going to be lots of situations where your buddies aren't going to be particularly happy with you unless you play that. Wasn't there like an ability that allows all of you to be immune to traps or something? But it just feels like you're not going to be able to have that freedom to really mess around with the enemies as much. So Trapper could be a very good candidate for this character's actually kind of legit at 2 and 3, and at 4 actually maybe becomes less so. But I also say that like at 4 you might have so much push and pull and force movement on your other characters that maybe the Trapper just becomes like a full-blown just, you know, trap god, where you just keep just placing traps and just the rest of your team triggers them. You don't have to worry about doing anything else. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is pyrotechnics. Oh, you should have pulled me, right? A little bit closer. I guess I want to be a little bit further away. I'm playing Dangerous Ground as my other card, so I've got to figure this one out. Because obviously having like a 6 damage trap next to the Wind Demon is great because I could potentially just use Dismantle or I can trigger it and just kill it. It's kind of what I want to do. So we'll probably go like to here or something. Or to here maybe. Yeah, put like a trap maybe even here. I like that. So we'll make this one the high damage one. Right, Alcock's guard time. Right. So, they're going to minimize the number of negative hexes that they can walk through. It's damage taken though, isn't it? Let me get the rulebook again. I just want to double check this because we did read it last time. Enemies, enemy turns. Focus priorities. Fewest negative hexes. I guess so. The question here is difficult terrain considered negative? I don't think it is it? Because it doesn't do any damage. So I don't think they count as negative hexes, right? Can you do challenges in solo scenario? Well, there's a half answer in the FAQ, Banker, which is that essentially you probably shouldn't, but it doesn't say categorically that you're not allowed to. Just extra movement? Yeah, that's what I thought. I was really hoping that they would list it as a specific example in the rulebook, but they don't. That's fine. I was just wondering whether or not it would, potentially see this as like 2, so then it would go around this way and actually start going towards the 5 damage trap. But no, I don't think that's going to be the case. So this one's going to go 1, 2, or 1, 2 from there. And this one's going to go 1, 2, and trigger this 1 damage trap. Boo, only 1 damage. Oh, we're supposed to have more monsters. 4. Hang on, what? Oh, I killed one, didn't I? Good. Right, so that's the end of this round. So now we're on to round 8. So in round 8, we spawn another normal Wind Demon. Windy Demon. Bit of a yikes moment. Oh, I should have got an XP there, shouldn't I, as well for that? Gotta remember to do my XP. Very important. Right, what's number 6 got? 5 health, shield 2. Could use unavoidable outcome without spyglass and just get it. Seems pretty reasonable. Then we run away. I think so. I think so. Hey, Rents. I like this turn, I think. Draw. Okay, guard's not doing anything. Lovely. Trapper then. So the first thing I'll do is I'll do unavoidable outcome on number 6 here. So we'll draw. +1. And we will consume this. Boom. Down you go. I feel like I'm supposed to be using more of this map. At the moment it's like, no, that's fine. There's obviously like a clear effort here to like set loads of traps up and just go here. But no, I'm like super aggressive. It's fine. I don't care. I'll just sit here. It's all good. Okay, so that's unavoidable outcome done. Then we're going to boar catcher and run away a little bit. So what are the other people doing? So this is a range 3. Ooh, I could be disarmed. Disarm's kind of nutty, actually. Disarm is definitely bad for me. Although I can just go invisible, maybe, and buy a turn or something. So it's maybe not so bad. 1, 2, 3. If I was to move like just 4 away backwards, how's that going to affect that disarm? Just going to go 1, 2, 3. I would go 1, 2, 3, 4. That would get me out of range of it. That would most definitely get me out of range of it, but then I would kind of be stuck with nothing to do, unfortunately. I don't really have much to do except for attack, though. It's kind of the problem that I'm having right now. Rents. Thank you so much, buddy, for the resub. 13 months using your Amazon Prime sub around these parts. I appreciate it, my friend. Welcome back. The quest continues. Hope you're doing awesome, dude. Hope you're having a great week. Everybody have -1 range? No, only the snow speakers have -1 range. Yeah, I don't really have anything to do except attack. That's the problem on the next turn. So, well, I guess I could go invisible, couldn't I? How does this look like? I would take an attack of 4, though. That's no small attack. Let's just move straight back. I don't think there was anywhere else I could go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. Yeah. 3. Yeah. Yeah. I think straight back's the only option for me there to stay out of range. Yeah, these wind demons can play havoc, huh? With that disarm. Which one did I kill? You're dead. Okay, it doesn't get me with anything, I don't think. So Snow Speaker just chills out. Okay, so that's the end of round 8. So this is the final round of Spawn. we get another snow speaker, and then that is it. So this is it. Chat, this is the board. Pretty rough, but I think if we can kill the Wind Demon, that's definitely the scariest thing here right now. Kill the Wind Demon, I'm feeling pretty good about it. Just wondering if I do go for an attack here or I just kind of run away. Maybe just run away. Because I've got like 2 cards in hand and neither of them are particularly attractive. And I could actually just deny flying off of the Wind Demon here. Yeah, that's a super good move. And then I can just long rest. Even though I've got 2 cards in my hand, I can long rest if I want to. Or I can just maybe go... Yeah, I could probably just long rest. It's a little bit out of order, but I think it would work quite well here. I really want to get some, like, wound on these guys, actually. Would have been super good, wouldn't it? Not much heal. Oh, actually, no, there is heal. There's heal on the Wind Demons, and I think these guys might have a heal, actually, as well. Yeah, so maybe not. Maybe wound wouldn't be a good idea. Hey, I'm doing all right. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing okay. Okay, great. So we'll use Furry Facade to move forward 1, and we'll turn invisible. And then we'll use the Bomb of Spring Loaded. Place a character token on an enemy with flying within range 3. The enemy no longer has flying. When the enemy dies, discard this card. Okay. Doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't do anything. So next round, so we're into round 10. So there's no more spawns. We just need to kill everything that we have. I think we just long rest. I've got 2 cards in hand, but I don't have a great turn here, so... Kind of good to just get... Well, I mean, the thing is we haven't really got any great things to get back, but I guess the 2 health is fine too. We're in a really nice spot right now. We seem to be doing quite well. Let's not jeopardize it. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. Doesn't do anything. We will heal up for 2. We will get to place a 1 damage trap. Place that there. We'll refresh this, and then we'll get rid of a card. To be spawned around 9 Snow Speaker on the app. Oh no, you're right. We didn't put him on the app. Good catch. What is he? Number 1 or something? Number 1. Nice. Okay. So then, what do we do now? What card do we get rid of? I think we're doing pretty well here. I obviously need more traps out. I don't have enough traps and obviously I need to keep my cards that spring those traps. I think also getting rid of a later initiative would be probably a bit better here. Although having said that, once the Wind Demon's dead, do I really care about having really, really early initiative? I mean, there's a couple of scary things on the Snow Speakers, but the guards, not really. I don't care about the guard 15s at all. They can draw 15 as often as they like. Thinking like how good invisibility is going to be now as well. Realistically, invisibility is probably going to be fairly meh for the rest of the scenario, really. Because if I play it right, with my initiative weaving, I should be okay. I guess the thing is, though, is it gives me such an easy rest. No, I think I'm going to get rid of Furry Facade. I think getting rid of invisibility here is okay. Like, the thing is that most of the time, these enemies are very slow. They have reduced range. These guys can't really move very well anyway. I can always outmove them. I just feel like if I really need to long rest, I can just run away. And I'm at a point in time where I might not even need to long rest anymore. And I've got my major healing potion. I think we'll be okay. The enemies don't generate elements if they don't do anything else. Correct. Enemies only generate an element if they do any part of their turn, any part of their action. So in this instance here, because they didn't perform the move or the attack on the Snow Speaker, it didn't make ice. Hmm. 31, move 4 with a pull. Obviously, I don't want him to do that right now, really. He'll pull me into that trap. I think we have to use the boots to go before them here. Doesn't the element count if it's separated by a line on the card? No. Plus, I don't think it was anyway, was it? Like, elements should never be separated by lines. Because they'll always be either, like, on a player's card, in which case it would be, you know, on a player card, it's front and center. And it shows you as it's like an actual thing, right? But it's not. I don't think there's any, like, when he's like, I don't think there's any that are actually like individual, or at least on monster cards there isn't, I think. Okay, so now the good news about this is that he doesn't have flying anymore. So I can probably manipulate this in a nice way to force him to walk through basically a 5 damage trap. Well, a 6 damage trap, right? How do I do that? If I block off this with a trap, what's his range? 3. And I'm moving 3. So if I was to go like 1, 2, 3, put a trap there, he could go there. And then he would have to go here. And that would be the fewest negative hexes, right? I think that works. I think it works. So we move 3 here. Then we're going to do dangerous ground. Oh, no, hang on. He'll just go here, right? I'm sure there's a way I can do it. Maybe not. I thought I was being quite clever there. Yeah, I mean, he's gonna move. Yeah, he's got range 3, so he's never gonna move within range 2 of me, right? There's no way I can do this, I don't think. Yeah, there's no way I can do it because he's always gonna be... The best thing I can probably do is just avoid taking damage and going, what, 1, 2, 3, and placing the trap like... We're going... He's gonna be able to hit me regardless, I guess. I can force him into position to be next to it, which is something. Yeah, unfortunately the Wind Demons don't have -1 range. Yeah, I'm trying to be cute here, but I don't think I can, unfortunately. It would have been really cool, but I don't think I can. I can get him to a position where he'll be next to it, so at least on the next turn I can do something about it. But I don't think there's much more I can do to that effect. So I'm going to have to take a hit here, I think. But that's okay. We got plenty of health. That's going to be a 6. This one's going to be a 3. I stopped myself from getting pulled into a trap at least, so that's nice. Although actually saying that, I don't trigger traps, do I? Because of my special perk. Is it a perk? Yeah. So actually it doesn't matter. In that case, could I have stayed there? No, it's fine. This is better for the general gameplay flow, I think. Let's not think about it too much. Yeah, so he's going to attack for 3 with disadvantage. Come on, that miss. It's coming. Okay, so these guys are going to move. I guess they will go through here because it's the shortest possible route now, huh? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm actually getting a bit closer than I was expecting. So these guys are moving 1. Can't get me. 1. Can't get me. I guess we will end up using this tile a little bit, huh? It's like Frosthaven chess. Yeah, it does feel that way. Tactical. This is why I like this character, because it gives you this kind of like fun interplay. I don't think many classes give you this. I loved playing the crag card for the same reasons. As much as we like memed on playing the crag card like a big, you know, like, oh yeah, we're just kind of blowing stuff up and stomping our feet, right? There's an element of that, but we were also just We're also just like really good at positioning enemies around and like playing that kind of Gloomhaven chess. Should we do an attack 6 on them with advantage and hope that we draw a +1, or do we unavoidable outcome to just... Yeah, we unavoidable outcome, I think. It's just better. I could be in trouble here if these Wind Demons go early. Ooh, range... Oh dear, that's bad for me, right? Oh no, there's no ice, thank God. That's a range 4. Yeah, one of them can get me. Nice that they haven't moved too much though, so they get disadvantage. I've got my major healing potion if this does kind of end up being like a +1 and a +2 or something. -1, -1. 2 damage. Might consider using it now. You know, 5 versus 6. Might consider using it. Thank God there wasn't any ice there. That could have been really bad. Okay, so we'll use unavoidable outcome. And we'll attack the Wind Demon. Scary Mr. Wind Demon. You're going to be attacked for 2. And there's no point me using anything, so we'll just straight flip a 2. Add 2 damage. Ooh, this is good. Add 2 damage or heal 2 to a trap within range 2 of me. This is great. We can make this up to a 5 now. And then avoidable outcome, we will trigger this trap. Wind Demon is gone.
Now that's a lot of damage!
Wind Demon is gone. In the end, Spring Loaded was just not needed. Really. It could have been needed, but it was probably just a bit too cute. When you've got things like Dismantle and Unavoidable Outcome, you can trigger the traps without needing to pull them into traps or push them into traps. So I guess maybe if we didn't have some of these cards, something slightly different, but that was fine. Okay, so and our other card is Ball Catcher. So run away a little bit here. I feel like surrounding myself in these traps is maybe a good idea. I'm on a long rest next turn though, so... I could use my healing potion now and then long rest next turn. Oh, actually I have one turn next turn before I don't necessarily have to long rest. I have to long rest the next round, really. I think I'm going to do this. It was 15 initiative at least. Yeah, but the card that I took out of it was Honey... Is it Honeywell? Honey Pot? Which gives me like a heal 2 trap on the bottom. It's like a move 2 with a heal 2 trap. And the 15 versus the 18, I don't know if it really mattered that much when we played it. I can't remember. Okay, so Algok's guards. Sneaky round this way. Okay, round 13. So we've got a nice use of Dismantle here, potentially. I've got such a good turn, chat. I have stumbled into this turn, but look at this turn. So depending on what it depends on what the guards are doing, right? But in theory, I can dismantle this for 5 damage. Attack this guy for 5. Then I can use the bottom of Lure of the Snare to spring this. And I can decline the extra move and stay where I am. I mean, that's pretty good. Oh, should I have used my healing potion last turn? I was thinking about doing it, wasn't I? I think it's probably the safe play here. This turn's actually, like, bonkers. Oh, beautiful. Uh-oh. Are they pushing me? No! You son of a... Oh, hang on. They can't push me anywhere, right? Depending on how I do this. They got range 3. Oh, hang on. What are they moving? 3. Oh, maybe it's not so bad. Oh, they're going to push me here. Dude, why? I suppose I can go there and then pick this one off, but oh man. That actually really throws a spanner in the works. Dang it. There's nothing I can do about it either. I just got to do it. Okay, so number 1's going to go... So they've got range 3. So he's just going to go like here. 3. And he's going to attack me for 2. Oh, hang on. Why did I draw 2? Does he have disadvantage? He doesn't. Okay, well, I think we know what the other one's drawing now. And I get pushed. Yes, technically 1 away. Then this one's going to go... Oh, hang on. Oh, it can't get me. It can't get me right now. Because it would go... Because it's only got range 3. Aha! Check and mate. So it's going to go... like that. Maybe it will work. Right, I need to put that times 2. I didn't see that. Didn't see anything. Okay, so we use dismantle top first, right? Destroy 1 adjacent trap to perform an attack X range 3 sweat. So we'll do that on this guy number. Oh, actually, should I do it on number 5? It's probably better to do it on number 5 now, thinking about it, because he's closer. Yeah, do it on number 5. Should I use the spyglass or the weighted net? This is interesting. Dismantle. Am I going to do any more attacks? I feel like I want a long rest, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I'm going to have to short rest. Does that mean I want to keep my spyglass for a different enemy? Quite possibly, yeah. I think I'll just risk it. So we'll attack him, number 5, 4-5. Yes. 7. So that's 5 damage against number 5. So now I have a choice. Do I want to just kill him? Or I guess I could have used the weighted net, couldn't I? I should have maybe used the weighted net there. That would have been the smart thing to do. Oh, actually, I probably should have attacked this one because he could get to me now. That was probably the reason why to attack that one. If I attack this one, then in theory, I could weighted net. And then I could blow this one up on him. That's fine. I think I'll probably just blow this trap up to kill number 5, I think. Makes sense, right? It's an easy kill. Makes my life a bit easier. One less enemy to worry about. Then I can move 3, but it must end in or adjacent to the designated hex. I guess the problem here is I'm getting hit for 5 with advantage. I'm getting hit for 10. Oh yeah, this is bad actually. I shouldn't have. Now that I know that the ×2's there, this is kind of bad. Oh, actually, I can move into the trap, right? Because I can choose to not trigger traps. I can move into the trap. We're fine. Because this guy's like, what? You can't do that. That's against the rules. Okay, so we're gonna have to short rest then, I think, right? We're kind of in a bit of a weird place. No, I'm using it as a default move too. Oh no, of course I can't, right? Because I used the bottom. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah. Duh. I can't take the damage. Okay, I have to work that. I have to work that turn back then, because I can't take the damage because I don't have any cards in my hand. I have to burn 2 from my discard, which will, potentially put me in a very dodgy spot. Because I'll be down 3. Yeah, the game would be over at that point. So I can't afford to do that. I guess what I could have done is I could have used the weighted net on this guy, which is probably what I should have done. And then instead of killing this guy, just leave him to it, right? And then just opt to not move. That would have been smarter. To get them both down lower. So we put him back. That would have been smart. So he'll lose 7. And this guy loses 5. And is immobilized. That's better. That's smarter. So we still end up with both enemies on the board, but it's a bit cleaner for us. Or just kill number 4. Or I just kill number 4, I guess. And then I don't have to use the weighted net. Yeah, that's probably better. He was at full health, right? Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah, that makes more sense. And then he's dead. This guy can't get to me anyway. We've got the weighted net still in hand. Yeah, this is better. Yeah, this is better. So the reason why I can't move is because of the the wording on it. So I can choose to not do the move here because it's like separate actions on the card. But if I do a move 3, like if I want to do it, then I can't. So basically I can either use it as a move 2. I was trying to do this and then use a move 2, which obviously I can't do. So I did this. So then basically I either don't move, or if I do choose to move, I need to move adjacent to this hex, which obviously I don't want to do really. So I guess I just decline my move. I just decline this half. The remaining guy has 11 HP. Oh, because he took a point of damage somewhere, did he? Yeah, it's a super cool ability actually, but it's just yeah, a little bit to get your head around. Yeah, that's a good call. That's just definitely the better way of doing it, because then I kind of avoid. He goes like, okay, I'm gonna go. I mean, I can choose where I want to put him, right? Let's get him this way, so then I can kind of actually get him this way, because then no, because I probably want to get some space from these guys as well. All right, so we short rest now. I'm becoming a little hemmed in. Yeah, I need to. Ideally, I think I want to try and get back this way a little bit and reset up some traps, but I don't have enough movement, actually. The thing is, that push was really annoying, because I could have just... I wanted to dismantle this and then use this as like as a barrier, and then potentially trigger that on another turn, you know? It's going to be harder to trigger this, much more hard. Yeah, we're definitely getting to the crunch of this scenario now. Hang on, that should be in there as well. I think we're looking pretty good though. Like the guard, both of these enemy types have rounds where they don't really do anything, which is super good for us. So, you know, we can always just get a nice ability draw from them on a nice round that gives us that little bit of breathing room. Now the Wind Demons are gone, like the kind of danger level is a fair bit lower. But they do have things they can do, of course, but it's just a little bit lower, I think. Dismantle. Is Dismantle okay to get rid of here? I think so. That does leave me with only 2 attacks, though. And then 4 non-attack cards. It's a bit rough, but I think we can maybe get rid of that. Because realistically, Dismantle's not going to... I mean, this is the only thing that I might do, or if I run back this way. Okay. Next round, then. I think we know we need to put some traps down, don't we? I think we know that it's pretty imperative that we put traps down. Do I risk it, though, with the Pyrotechnics Dangerous Ground? 31 initiative. I mean, I'm not that scared of guards on that initiative, am I? I think we can probably get away with it. Alamo time, yeah. The final stand. hope this is early enough. I really wish I had my boots. Here comes the ×2 as well. So they have range 4, right? Well, they just go for it. They don't even move. All right, so I'm gonna take 6. I think I have to burn a card for that. I don't think I can afford to take 6.
Now that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage. Okay. Move 3. And then we're gonna place some nice big traps, I think. Block off this half of the scenario. I think that's, you know, pretty decent, right? Bam, bam. Ooh. Okay. I am so low on cards now, chat. It's not looking good, actually. We might just lose because of cards here. Feels bad, but... I can probably fall back and try and go for a nice long rest in a minute, though. So maybe that'll be okay. But these guys are on 12 health. I have no idea how I kill them. I have 3 cards in hand. I have 2 cards in discard. The biggest trap I can put out in one single turn is 7. I suppose with advantage, there's a chance that I can kill them. It's kind of rough, though. Very rough indeed. There's a chance, but it's, I think this scenario is starting to slip away from us a little bit. Okay. Oh, the shield's a bit annoying. Not much I can do about that, though. Okay, so we'll attack for... We're going to attack for 2 onto this guy. We'll use the spyglass, and we'll use the weighted net. Because it's just worth at this point in time. To do 2 with advantage. Alright, so 3. So 2 damage plus the 6. So 8 damage. It's a bit sad that didn't kill him. But he's also immobilized, so that's good. That buys us a round or so. Then we're going to move forward with jump. Get ourselves out of there. Move. Round. we long rest. Don't quite get us. Oh, it's only range 2 anyway, isn't it? Yeah, definitely doesn't get us. Strengthens, but don't move. Okay, trapper time. So we're going to heal for 2. We can place a 1 damage trap out, which I think we will do. Because why not? You never know if that could come in handy. 9 card or less characters always worry you. Yeah, like when you have to burn a card to damage like that as well, that really... I mean, maybe I didn't have to burn a card to damage. Technically, I didn't, right? Because I just thought like I would get hit a little bit more. I mean, now I'm at 4 health, so I'm going to look stupid if I run out of cards, but I'm at like 10 health or something, you know? That's the problem. I mean, I would have been what? I would have been on like 1 health though? I would have been on like 1 or 2 health, I think. And I would have gotten away and I would have healed up to 4. But I'm probably going to have to take more hits as time goes on, so... Right, we're in dire straits now too. With what cards do we actually use? I just changed the battery in my headphones. We've all been there, yeah. This is a fun solo though, really fun solo. I'm surprised that people are saying it's like maybe it's the hardest one just because of how tight on stamina it is. Like it's not hard in the sense that the number of enemies and stuff to deal with is not too bad, but it's more to do with like the stamina. And I probably made a bit of a mistake by not trying to kill one of these snow speakers maybe a little bit quicker. Having 2 on the board right now is quite scary. And because they're quite close to each other, which means if I want to kill one, I kind of have to engage them both. And because I've got 12 health, it's going to be unlikely that I just delete them, right? And there's only two snow speakers spawn, so I kind of prioritize the wind demons, and I've kind of gotten the guards as and when I can. The guards are probably the ones to ignore, and I've ended up taking out, what, 2 out of 3 guards? If I had maybe mixed in a snow speaker into that, so now at this point in time it was like 2 guards, 1 snow speaker, I'd probably feel a little bit more confident. Do we just go with like 1 big trap now instead of 2 little traps? Or do we still go with 2 little traps, do we think? I think we go with 2. Yeah, I'm very much kind of low now, guys. I'm not too I'm not too confident on this one. I mean, there's some draws, right? I can maybe force like this guy to walk into a trap or something to kill himself at some point. There's stuff we can do. I mean, if he just sits there, I don't know how I feel about that. That was a pretty good turn for me, actually. I think I can have a go at maybe killing the snow speaker next turn, which could be quite good. Okay, how do I go about doing this? I think I want to go here and go 1, 2, 2, and then next time I would go here. So it would be 1, 2. Yeah, that would work. So I think we go here, and we go... Boop, boop. Like, the fact that I didn't get to use this, I didn't get to use this. It's a very... This scenario is very much feels like, oh, it's all about the efficiency. And I just kind of didn't quite get the really good efficiency that I needed. Interestingly, do we think 6 and what? 6? How has he got 12 health? 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, and then I'd have to draw like a +2 or something. Just thinking whether or not I can leave a extra damage trap on the board here. And be a little bit cheeky. Yeah, I think if I draw a good card, then I've got the option, maybe? Because then I could go 6. Use Spyglass. Hopefully draw a +2. That kills that one. Okay, maybe I have to play a bit risky here. And try and hope that I draw a +2. But I don't think I've even got that good a deck. Like, my modifier deck is not good, right? How am I drawing a +2? Like, I've got 1 +2 in my deck. How deep am I into my modifiers right now? Pretty deep. How many of these do I have? Do I have more? I do. I have loads more, actually. Oh, I have 4 of those. That's basically a +2. Okay, I think I can play a bit risky biscuit here, chat. A bit risky biscuit. Let's see how this goes. This is like a play to try and win rather than like a, oh, let's we know we need to draw some good stuff. We know it. Let's make a play to win. Bam, bam, bam. I have the bottom burn to activate all traps in the map. I actually do. I think I do still, right? Yeah, I do, yeah. I got dangerous ground bottom. That could maybe come in clutch towards the end, but... maybe. There's a chance. Okay. I need a good initiative next turn anyway. I need help. Please don't hurt me. Oh, and it's a push. Are you kidding me, dude? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? That doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm taking a hit. It's fine, I guess. Oh, it does matter. Oh, well, let's just see how it plays out. So he's going to attack me for 2 with disadvantage, right? Okay. That's fine. +1. Oh, no. So that's 2 damage. Got playlist ran out, huh? And then he's pushing me for 1. I choose here. No, hang on. 1, 2, 3. I choose here. Yeah, that actually, do I choose here or do I choose? Ooh, I might actually choose like here. Yeah, that's a big deal. Oh, okay, actually, no, I think this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Push me there is fine. Yeah, this is okay. Oh, God almighty. Clutching at straws comes to mind. We'll take that as well. So he pushes me. 1, 2, 3. There. Got it. Whew. Okay, so we will go like literally just off default move 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I can't. No, I can't because I wanted to pull him through the 6. I can only pull him through the 3 now. I can pull him through the 3 and the 1. Sure. Or I could try and trigger the 6 with unavoidable outcome here. That's the other option. And use the bottom of Lure of the Snare to blow it up. I could use my spyglass. If I was to get, what, ×2? Or I just give up on those 2 traps. So that's them done. They go to my discard. Fandabby dozy. I then can only make max a 3 damage trap, probably.
a lot of damage.
This is so marginal. Like, I feel like I've got a kind of got a route. There's something here, right? I could do 4 damage. Hopefully, it would be 4. No, because I wouldn't be able to pull into this trap because I'd have to pull there. No. I think I have to use unavoidable outcome and trigger the 6, I think. Couldn't I stand on the 1 damage trap and pull him into the 6? Yes, but I feel like the difference between me... so this would be... The idea here is I wanted to pull him through the 6 and the 1. Because then that would be 7, 8, 9, 10. With Spyglass, there's a good chance I get a +2, or at least to increase one of the traps by 2. And then suddenly we're attacking for 12 on the nose. Right? But because of the push and the pull, I can't activate this 1 damage trap now. And it will end up being 1 damage short. Pretty much guaranteed will be 1 damage short here. Unless I go for springing both traps and do 9, 10, 11, and then we get the Spyglass to get the extra 1. Which kills that, but then I'm left with no resources on the board to try and kill the second one. But maybe I just have to do that. Maybe that's just the way it's going to be. And I'm kind of hoping that we can kill this one maybe with the bottom of that burn. I guess I could pull this trap, right, which would be 3... be 9, 10, 11. It'd be very nearly dead. But the thing is that I have to long rest next turn, really. Is there any way that I draw a +3? Have I got any rolling? No. I think I trigger both traps, chat. Just to get him dead, I think. And then we... So where was I? I was pushed back to here, right? Oh, I actually can't, right? I don't have enough range. Because where was I? I was here. This one pushed me here. I actually can't. Because he's 4 away and this is range 3. I actually can't do it. I have to just do 1. Yeah. Only with the ×2. That's fair. I could try and flip the ×2. I think we... Okay, I think we go for lure with the snare then. Because I think it's better. Will it on, chat. Believe. I got a lot of cards in my deck right now, though. Is there any reasons to weighted net here? Not really. All right. I gotta take retaliate damage as well. Forgot about that. That's the thing. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 11. I could leave him there, like immobilize there, couldn't I? Actually, I should pull him here, so then if I can maybe do that card to pull the stuff, maybe he'll die to that 1 damage, right? Okay. So there is a window here, right? There's a nice window that if I was to pop the bottom of oh, they actually only need to be within range 2 of the trap. Okay. So I should put him there, I think. There's a nice window here where in theory I could get this guy. We are oh my god. But if I do that, if I can't burn it yet. That's the thing. I can't burn it yet. I need to burn it on the next turn. If I long rest here, how much danger am I in? Realistically, I mean, no danger from the guard. I hope the guard just draws like a 15 and does nothing, otherwise we're in trouble, I think, anyway. What's my stamina situation? I've currently got 4 cards in my discard, so I've got no cards in hand, so I'm just debating what I do now. So if we long rest, we get Spyglass back, which is going to be potentially massively important. We also get the cured leather armor back, which is nice. I mean, we're at decent-ish health. So if we take 2 hits here, as long as the enemy doesn't draw a ×2 on some, you know, BS thing, I feel like we'll be kind of okay. The guards shouldn't hit us unless he draws maybe a ranged. I don't even think these guards have ranged anymore. Can't remember if they do or not. No, they must do. So if we long rest, we probably get rid of... So these are the 4 cards that we have. I don't know if I can fit them all in shot for you guys. So in theory, what we would be looking to do is maybe we get rid of Pyrotechnics and we just keep like Dangerous Ground. And we do like... We do this, and then we try and spring one of them. So after our long rest, we get rid of Pyrotechnics. Then we do something like Dangerous Ground, Lure of the Snare, to trigger one of the 3 damage traps, hopefully. To do some damage, finish somebody off. In fact, I should probably keep him there for that reason. Then we have like a 3 and a 3. Then basically we pull this, and this is how the final turn of the game. We get rid of unavoidable oh no, we can't get rid of unavoidable outcome because it won't be in our discard. It'll be in our hand. Unless I get rid of unavoidable outcome there, and I have Pyrotechnics. Does Pyrotechnics do anything for me though? Not really. Aside from me having a round now where I go, let's just pull it. I mean, the other thing I could do is get rid of unavoidable outcome and just do Lure of the Snare, Pyrotechnics, Dangerous Ground. And we go for Pyrotechnics, Dangerous Ground. Then we short rest, get rid of Pyrotechnics, and on the final turn, we do this. That seems reasonable, actually. We have to long rest here because it's such a tight strategy, and we'll probably need the Spyglass. We just have to hope that we don't get killed, I think. Okay. Well, these guys are attacking for 3. Range 5. So they're not going to move, which is worse for me here. I really needed these guys to maybe move a little bit, but I guess it wasn't really going to happen. Okay, so who's going to go first? Number 1 is going to attack me for 3 without moving. 3 damage. Then this one's going to attack with disadvantage. Oh, hang on. That's me dead. That's 4. Oh, that's it then. That's it then. That's death. Yeah. Shoot. Well, I felt like we had a route there. We just needed to avoid, like, big attacks, and unfortunately they had big attacks that round, huh? Nothing really I could do except for go for the short rest instead. My words about the 4 damage traps at the start have come back to bite me. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I ended up using them, but yeah. Having them, it seemed easier to have 5 damage on the table, but apparently not. Kind of interesting to see what would have happened if I'd short rested there. We need to get rid of unavoidable outcome, right? All right, so we'd have taken 1 hit. All right, so we would have got it on the second hit. What were we on at the beginning of that round? So we additional 3. So I guess we would have done the play that we wanted to do, which would have been, we would have just followed it through. So we would have got on 31. We had the boots, so we could have gone before them, which we would have done. Would we have done that though? Probably not, actually. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference, because that means that we're going to be definitely getting ×2 drawn against. Yeah, I think we're dead regardless, right? Yeah, I think we're dead regardless. I think they just drew too well. I think we were pretty close, but that having to burn a card down here to damage, that was maybe a bit of a mistake. No, to be honest, because we ended up needing the health back at this end of the room, so we would have had to burn a card at some point. I think we played it pretty well. I felt very good about the scenario until, like, literally the last, like, 3 or 4 turns. Like, the thing with the Trapper is that you just feel like you don't quite have enough attack cards. Like, at the beginning, you feel really good about it, and then you kind of just end up towards the end, you're like, oh, actually, your turns get incredibly short because you can see in your hand, oh no, I only have like 1 trap card and 1 attack card, and the rest of my cards are all the cards that support that. So, yeah, it gets a little bit rough when you're low on cards because your hand gets very tight. I can kill the other two, but there's only one. I suppose I could burn the card this turn, but then I don't know how I would. That would be me dead though, right? So in theory, yeah, I could use the bottom of this to like kill this. But then I still have this one guy, and I then have one card in hand, one card in discard, so I lose with only one person on the board. So I can get closer to winning, sure, I can. But I can't physically win anymore. I guess what I could do for fun, I guess what we could do is we could play like... We could play this and this. And we could hope that we draw what? I don't know what we need to draw, but we would need to draw like something mental. No, I don't think we can even draw anything because we can't move. Yeah. So we could in theory kill this and kill this to make it look closer, but ultimately we would still have lost, I think. Current song. This song is called Safe Travels by Matt Large. Ugh, oh, I knocked the table and I fell over. Ceremoniously knocked over. Knocked off of our trap. So I won't, yeah, so we lost. I felt like that was a fun solo scenario though. Really good. The solo scenarios so far have been great. Really, really fun to play actually. And we're probably pretty close to winning. We, changed a few small things, but I don't particularly like replaying the solo scenarios just because, well, the only reason to do it is to get the win and then get the item, but we're retiring this character very soon anyway. So what we'll do is we'll get the item out and we'll take a look at the item to see what it is, but I won't actually get it. But I like it. I think it's a fun one. Similar to what I did with the Deathwalker. I won't be replaying it to try and like win. I feel like we're close. I also feel like, yeah, we probably could have done it if we had played slightly differently. RNG wise, I feel like we had pretty good RNG this scenario. I don't feel like we had bad RNG. So just like a tightening up a little bit of our stamina usage in a few situations. And I think we probably could have got that one. So, but we'll take a look at the item now for sure. Ray, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months of Prime now. I appreciate it. Welcome back, my friend. The quest continues. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate you spending your Bezos bucks. And chat, if you do have a Amazon Prime subscription, please do not forget to use it. Not necessarily on me, but please do use it on a streamer of your choice on Twitch. It helps support streamers. And also, it takes money away from Jeff Bezos that he doesn't really need. So it's free money just hanging out there. So if you do have an Amazon Prime account, you can link your Twitch to it to get 1 free sub a month. And that really helps out streamers. And yeah, also stops you from getting ads as well, I believe. So good times. And Max with a ×2, you leave him with 3 health. Yeah, I think so. So where are I put the items somewhere. I put them in a special place. Where did I put them? Is this them? I think it is. No. Is this them? Nope. Aha. Yeah, this is it. Okay. Sly Camouflage is the item. When you create a trap, place a character token on it. Monsters do not treat the hex with that trap as negative. Remove the token when you spend this item. Oh, so basically, okay, that's cool. That's really fun. That's a super fun item. So if we were to use it, essentially it would be here. We would like put a token here or something, and then this monster would be like, oh yeah, I can walk through that trap, that's fine. So it's an easy way to get triggers, and then I guess we would choose when to tap it. To remove the token, to then switch it to be maybe a negative again, if you wanted to. That gives you some really nice flexibility on controlling the enemies, but also on triggering a trap nice and easily. It's a hand slot item as well, which... I mean, we're using weighted net, but we're not using it that much, to be honest. I'd give up weighted net for like camouflage for sure, and then you get a second hand item as well. That's really cool. In terms of like how like solo items go, that's pretty damn awesome. Like, it's very thematic. It's in a good slot for the character as well in general. So it's not competing with too much, which is nice. Because that's the other problem, is sometimes the solo items will compete a little bit with slots, and that can be awkward when you've been leaning on something for a long time, especially if the effect's a little bit marginal. But that's a very nice, strong effect. And it goes into a slot that you probably have space for. So I like it. You remove the token when you recover it. Oh, I see what you mean. So when you long rest, you recover it and you take the token. Okay. Got you. So the camouflage only works for like one round of play. Gotcha. Or at least the camouflage on that one. So then the next time you get to place another camouflage trap, which should be camouflage for the next round. That's still cool though. Yeah, I still like that. I think it's a very fun item, for sure. It's unfortunate that we didn't win it, of course. But it is what it is. We've only got a few more scenarios with these characters anyway, so I don't mind losing it. And if this one is considered to be like the toughest, or one of the toughest solos, then, you know, I think that was a pretty good showing. I think we were very close. We were within a turn or so. Just a little bit of RNG going our favor at the end would have been helpful. Not burning that card there. I think I probably got a bit too... I probably got a little bit too confident early on, because I was just hanging out here for ages. Like, yeah, it's fine. I probably should have maybe let the enemy spawn a little bit more instead of trying to like kill them immediately off spawn. I probably should have gone, okay, let's just get traps down. And I definitely would have positioned these a little bit differently if I thought about it a bit more. Because although this was nice for like blocking this off, it actually was never used for that purpose. It never at any point came into play for that purpose at all. So this is like 5 damage left on the table, really. Of course, the other traps, there was a few other traps that I placed. This one here that didn't end up going off. So it didn't really have a massive impact on enemy focus or movement either, because they just walked through here. So this trap probably could have been somewhere different. I think I placed it when I placed like 2 down here. So a trap like here would have been potentially much more impactful as they kind of climbed over the log, because they get stuck near the log for at least a turn. I'll tell you what, some extra range would have been good here too, actually. I would have liked to have had the bow rather than the weighted net in this one. The crude bow. Would have given me just that little bit of extra range with unavoidable outcome to have a bit more separation with the enemies. Yeah, weighted net was okay. But actually, I felt like crude bow would have been MVP. It would have been just having 1 extra range every now and again could have really come in clutch. The snow speakers are a problem. Yeah, a little bit. I probably should have had a plan to kill one of them immediately. Like, instead of killing the first guard immediately and then the wind demon immediately, I probably should have left the guard, killed the Wind Demon, then had a plan to kill the Snow Speaker, and then started to like move away maybe. Like that probably would have been a better way of doing it. I think I killed the Algox Guard quickly, which was nice. At the time, it was like, great. And then did the same thing again with the Wind Demon, which was again, great. But then when like that Snow Speaker came, I was like, oh, I haven't got anything. And then I just kind of set up for the next Wind Demon instead. It also didn't help it helped me, but it didn't help my attention to the Snow Speakers because they had a lot of turns of doing nothing when they first came in. I think it took about 3 rounds or so, 4 rounds for them to even start like moving towards me and looking kind of slightly threatening. So for the most part, I managed to leave them alone and they didn't threaten me for most of the start of the scenario. It was only after I would say probably like round 10 onwards, maybe a little bit higher than that, maybe 11 or 12. From that round onwards, I felt them like the pressure from them, but otherwise I didn't feel it. Also, getting rid of invisibility, although seemed like a good choice, because realistically we were kind of kiting the enemies around a lot. Ultimately, invisibility could have been a real winner at a certain point there, but it's just so difficult in a scenario like this to hold on to a card that doesn't do any damage. Like, it doesn't do any damage. It doesn't really, it doesn't increase your traps, doesn't place traps or increase the value of your traps in any way. And this is certainly like a damage-based scenario for the trapper, so I think it's good and you definitely want it, but I don't hate that I got rid of it. The one card that was rubbish in the end was the one to target flying stuff. I thought it would be a great one, but it actually was just rubbish. I mean, granted, I probably didn't play it as well as I could have. I probably should have used it. I probably should have used it in conjunction with the 5 damage standard traps. Because what I should have done probably with these guys is I probably should have gone, right, I'm going to use these to just assassinate Wind Demons, and that's it. So I'll put them up here around the Wind Demon spawn so that I can just like trigger their non-flying and then just pull them into this if I needed to. And then I kind of get a free Wind Demon kill without me having to trade off any of my other traps. Because the Wind Demons had what, like 5 health anyway, right? Yeah, so that would have been perfect. So that's exactly what I should have done. So I should have placed the 5 damage traps around the Wind Demon spawns and just killed the Wind Demons with the scenario damage traps. Then tried to make a couple of big traps to deal with these 2. And then the guards I probably should have ignored, but they did put pressure on me. They did end up moving quite a bit. I feel like guards are a lot scarier in Frosthaven than they are in Gloomhaven. They're just like, the numbers are bigger and they seem to get to you faster. Or at least it feels that way to me. But it's a really fun scenario, really good. And we came close, which I'm happy with. If we had like completely like just failed miserably within like 5 or 6 turns, I'd be a bit more upset, but we came close. And I feel like I can see, yeah, if I made a few changes to my strategy there, I think I probably could have won.
I think still, yeah.
Oh,
Scout
that's the blessing from Jam.
Yeah.
That's the blessing from.
Isaac, at this point, can we get your approval to add an additional attack modifier deck for allies in the digital version?